What I love about HireMojo is how organized the process is and how it allows me to really take the position and target the individual that I really want for that position. I was actually referred from a colleague of mine. He knew that we were hiring and I was having some trouble hiring, and he recommended HireMojo.
So I moved to the area about a month ago and was looking around at work and did the standard kind of hit the pavement, dropped off resumes, tried to talk to people at a bunch of different gyms, and then found the HireMojo job offer online kind of randomly without looking for it. What I really liked about it was actually the kind of ability for me to just put all my information out there right away.
And between the resume, the screen, and the open-ended questions, really get a feel of who that person is before they ever come through my door, which saves me a lot of time.
The HireMojo process, I felt like, was much more involving and like investing from me and from the employer, so that we both brought more to the table.
Once it was up, once we had the responses in, it was just so quick. Our process was less than 2 weeks from post to HireMojo for 2 candidates.
So it started off with a questionnaire, and I filled that out thinking that was part of my application. And HireMojo told me that I'd find out in a few days. It was very clear throughout the whole process. I knew exactly what was going on. So I felt much more confident, even though I had no idea what my chances were for the job. I felt more confident that at least I'd hear back.
HireMojo has saved us a ton of time. Our process before, there was just so many steps involved, from writing the ad to posting the ad to responding to the emails, scheduling, there's so many layers, and HireMojo just streamlined everything.
I picked the best answers that I thought fit who I am, and tried to, I guess, get across my personality to the employer. So in that sense, I felt like I could show myself a little more who I am.
I'd say one of the biggest benefits of HireMojo is that it allowed me to complete the process and move on with growing my business, and not take lots of time and energy devoting trying to find individuals, but simply hire and move on to the other areas of the business that needed attention.
This industry, like a lot of industries, ends up most of the time, I'd say maybe 95% of the time, having to do with who you know and getting referred. And me being brand new to the area, I didn't really have that going for me yet.
I felt good about applying, because at least I would know quickly whether I was going to get hired or not, or at least get some feedback, and then maybe move on if I need to, instead of waiting, like a cliffhanger, wondering if I'm gonna hear back or anything.
I've been talking about it since I started the process. Even before we had hired candidates from it, I was already talking about how excited I was.
And I even ended up hearing back from the other jobs that I applied to after I got a job here, which was like weeks and weeks later,
Just from building the screen, I felt so much more confident about the process, being able to build the screen to track that individual and get those questions that I wouldn't otherwise be able to ask in an interview, but I could through a screening process. The software there was no glitches, there was no problems. It carried me through every step the way it was supposed to. I contacted HireMojo. The team that was there to walk me through the process was extremely experienced.
If I ever need a job again, I definitely hope it goes through HireMojo.
My name's Will, and I was hired using HireMojo.
My name is Lexay, and I was hired using the HireMojo platform.
I'm Noah from Urban Fitness Oakland, and I've been growing my business with HireMojo.
My name's Will, and I was hired using HireMojo.
One more time without the train.
God, Train. How much more time have you been able to focus on your business because of HireMojo?
A lot.
My name is Will, and I was hired using...
Abby, can you go stop the train?